Hey, YouTube. And she bad. She bad. Her name's FYE-MONSTER. She's the baddest broad in the whole damn town. She badder than old King Kong. She fight like a junkyard dog. Well, Friday, last night, Friday, the monster fighting whoever. And at the edge of the bar said a girl named Doris, and oh, that girl looked nice. Friday, FYE-Babe took the fighting, and then she slipped and fell down on the floor. FYE-Babe looked like a jigsaw puzzle with a couple of pieces gone. And she bad. She name is FYE-MONSTER. She's the baddest broad in the whole damn town. She badder than old King Kong and look like a junkyard dog. Hey, people. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. And how do you do? Hi, Primo Wanda. Wild Seed. Peter Pablo. Peter Pablo. RJ. Hi, RJ Spring. Shakira. Rainy Puts. I said it right. Rainy Puts, right? Okay. Tashana. An Egyptian goddess. Oh. I think they got some sheets called Egyptian goddess. 1,000 count, I think. How y'all doing? I'm coming in loud and clear. Thanks. I needed that information. I was concerned about the microphone. People, I went over here. I went over here to this thing last night, child. It was too late for me to come on, but the FYE-MONSTER, she's doing her Friday, what she call it? Friday, where she unveils all the lies. Friday fact check, I believe she calls it. First question, FYE-MONSTER. I thought you were leaving. FYE-MONSTER, you can't come and talk about a couple of celebrities and their dick pics that everybody else on the tube is talking about, girl, and then call that's your leaving, and then you immediately come right back to the same place you've been. You're talking about the same subjects you talked about. You are disparaging the same people you were disparaging, girl. You're telling the same. What is different, the FYE-MONSTER? Are you willing to accept now that you were never going nowhere? Or perhaps you thought you might be able to go, so we thought you were so powerful you can go somewhere and everybody's going to follow you. No, girl. The beef sector made you, and you're alive only because of the beef sector. That's why you bring your ass back over here, right? So you're back to telling you're not woman enough to tell, just to say, listen, I was tired of doing that show with QB. I thought QB was bleeding into my coins. I noticed a few of my globes over there giving him cash apps, and I decided to switch up. So the whole ploy about you leaving YouTube was actually about you getting rid of QB. And we got to say, it worked. You didn't disappear to number one day. He off doing his thing, or whoever watches him. And you have your show by yourself again, which is what you wanted. So the FYE-MONSTER, she over there last night. I don't watch all of it, of course. It's hours and hours long. But when I did come in, I see that she is she's saying that all of the YouTubers, she named them by name, are afraid of VS, right? So I want to try to explain the difference between fear and discernment. But because I recognize this is a generation who likes receipts, I'll have to once again, we're claiming fair use here for the purposes of commentary. We're going to play just a little small taste of what she had to say, and then we'll respond to that. How's that? I want y'all to hear it from the horse's mouth. Ooh, did I call her a horse? Excuse me. A horse is a horse, of course. Come on, girl. I see she got some beans on fried in the kitchen. Got some green beans on the grill. She got 2 pots on there with foil over them. Oh, she gave him 2 pots today. Okay, I see the kids over there playing, so I guess she had to feed them. That was the condition of them being over there.
Yep. Okay, but I'm an advocate of what QB and FYE-Babe are doing. So I can be coming off a little bit abrasive.
Come on, girl.
Diamond Dory says, I'm an advocate Babe and Babe Nation are doing. This bitch finna say, what are they doing? Are they business owners? Do they have?
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, bitch.
What the hell
But
happened?
the skin is where it used to be or should be. And see, this is what I don't like.
I could be coming off a little bit abrasive.
So Diamond Dora, for the only one that had BS shook, know the history. They know it. These scary assholes will never admit it. Because then they would have to admit, yeah, I was a scary hoe too, but I was scary. Reed on Right would have to admit, yeah, I was scary. Brianna would have to admit, yep, I was scared. Bless Watkins, yep, I was scared. Chopper, yep, she exposed me. I was scared. I did all her dirty work and act like her little pet. James Colwell would have to admit, yes, I went into BS's chat one day and she looked and saw me in the chat and told me, I got some on you. Oh, that's what she told James Colwell, but I bet you he didn't run his fat ass on his channel to clean it up. When BS told James.
Come on, girl. Come on.
He came in her chat that she had some on him. You never heard shit else about it. James would never play with her. He went on her panel one time, dressed in drag. They was over there laughing at his ass. BS had already doxed him, knew he didn't have his children, and purposely asked him about the children.
Okay, we're not talking about James. We're talking about.
And when he tried to respond, as if he
Come on.
do it. Same thing with Jay Wilson. And when he tried to respond as if he still had them in his home, they all laughed. They used to always clown his fat ass. But he didn't have no smoke for BS. Same thing with Timothy Blaine. Bitch, you can look up in the ceiling all you want. You're not going to find BS. Y'all used to come on here talking, yeah, that lady over there in Virginia. Yeah. He didn't want none of that. He didn't want none. You couldn't pay Tim to come on live and call Susie 50 bitches. You couldn't pay him to do it. Same thing with Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson.
Okay, she's naming off all these people who are so shaking in their boots because of VS. VS is no longer here. She's been gone for 2.5 years, child. Would you let that woman rest in peace? But since she's brought it up, the FYE-MONSTER, let's try to break it down for you, girl. There's a difference between fear and discernment. If you recognize that someone's going to make up lies about you, someone is going to contact your employer. Now, you have to realize you're only making about $16 to maybe $32 on these videos. Are you going to sacrifice your life to be involved with somebody who's going to call your job, who's going to call your employer, who's going to call your food stamp company, who's going to call and call and call in an effort to destroy you? Now, are you afraid of that person, or does your discernment, does God tell you, stay away from this person? This is not worth your time. We can take it away from BS and just start with you, the FYE-MONSTER. If someone's recognized, okay, this person is going to call my 87-year-old pastor on the telephone and say disparaging things about me, right? This person is a part of my family and is very elderly, right? They don't understand a lot of the things about my life. So I want to, she's going to show up at your church, not only call your 87-year-old pastor to tell him all this disparaging things. She's actually going to show up at your family church. If there's one place that is intended to be sacred on the planet, it should be in the church. But this is a person going to go inside your church in order to try to embarrass you, right? Let's go on, FYE-MONSTER. We're not talking about BS. We're talking about you. Did you really call Rick Reed's mother and call that woman a bitch? A woman who has no idea of what this thing is. She has not said anything to you. She hasn't done anything to you. She don't have no idea even who you are. But you're going to call that man's mother to cuss his mother out, right? No, we're not going to go to VS. We're going to stick with you. Some of the things that you have done, the FYE-MONSTER. Did you actually print up copies to mail? You found the address of where I live, where I lay my head down and pay my bills for years and years and years. And you're going to tell me you're going to send people copies of my picture saying that I'm some kind of abuser and I'm a drug dealer and all this kind of shit, right? And fortunate for you that you did not do that, or at least I'm not aware if you did that, because I know several of my neighbors, none of them said they ever received anything in the mail from you. But I got it on good authority that the moment anyone has that, has something sent to their house concerning you, you bring it immediately to the FBI. I don't snitch. I don't like it. I don't like anything about it, right? But I can tell you one thing. You were about to break me, because I was going to take that directly to the FBI as I was instructed. This woman is using the U.S. mail, to mail things to 100 and something people who they know nothing about YouTube. They don't know anything, but they know about a person who lives there. They say, oh, no. We will get her if we can bring us the letter. That's what they said. Leave it at that. Are you the same woman who called where Tracy lives and lays her head down? Did you actually call the management of her apartment building in an attempt to try to cause her problems at her apartment building? I'm just saying, you say it's fear. I say it's discernment. Why would anybody want to be involved with someone who would do these things? People who are that low. It's just like this. Some of these people, we'll use the example of these pimps, right? Now, what they call gorilla pimps. They're just going to trick a woman's mind enough so she can spend just a couple of days with him, and then he's going to terrorize her and beat her and torment her and torture her, right, into submission, right? Because should she be fearful of him? He did just hit her in the head with a monkey wrench, right? Right, but you call that fear? No, I would say she lacked discernment. You need to be able to recognize a demon when you're in their presence, girl. So you think everybody on YouTube was afraid of VS? What about if they're just people with good sense? Right? This person, when I was grieving my dog and just got off of my own goddamn cancer bed, I had been operated for cancer. I get home a month later, my dog dies of cancer. And this thing puts a picture of some mangy animal off YouTube somewhere with broken legs and obviously been abused and malnutrition. And she put that up there, girl, with my name in the title, Miss Thing, about now I done killed the dog. It's supposed to be my dog now. And I done fucked the dog to death and then killed him to hide the evidence. Now, why in the hell would a reasonable, irrational person want to have some beef with a person like that, right? I do remember what I said. I immediately came to my computer. I said, I don't want that person's name mentioned on my channel, period. I will block you if you even mention the name. I have nothing to do. I have no response whatsoever. Is it discernment or is it fear? Because FYE-MONSTER, you are a whole lot more street than I am, girl. You're a whole lot more street. You're low down. And you think everybody else is supposed to be low down like you, right? I'm just asking. You named off damn near everybody in this sector and said you're the only one that was fearless. You are bad FYE-MONSTER. You the baddest hoe in the whole damn town. You badder than old King Kong, they say. But you fight like a junkyard dog. FYE-MONSTER, it ain't fear. It is a choice. I choose not to have anything to do with you. I consider you a sociopath. You don't benefit my life in any way. Why would I want to have anything to do with you, girl? That ain't fear. That is a reasonable, rational person. It is what you call a discernment. Now, let's take another example. The idiot boy, Jay Wilson. Whenever I showed up on that page, he says, "Oh, you the ones that you wouldn't go in that sale because that man gonna mess you up, and you left the sale." Okay, let's take that example. I was at CMC, California Men's Colony, in what city was that in? I forget what city it's in. Anyway, I was in Wasco. Is it in Wasco? I think it's in Wasco, California. Anyway, they put me in a cell. Soon after I found out that the person I was in, I know he had a scowl on his face. He's an angry black man, right? But that's where they put you. They assign you to a cell, right? When I found out, people came and told me, several people came and told me in the same day. He said, that guy that you in the cell with, first of all, he mean and evil all the time, right? But that is a homophobic who murdered 2 gay men. His defense was the men had molested his son. And it was proven that that was an absolute lie. He murdered them because they were gay, right? 2 people. This man is doing a double life sentence. I am a homosexual. This dude has got a chip on his shoulder. He's angry and he is a murderer. So what I did was, when they opened the door for us to go in, I went in there and I rolled my shit up and I put it in toothbrush. You don't get that much in there. My toothbrush, my extra pair of shoes, my house shoes. I rolled it up and I put it on the yard and I said, I'm not going back in there. Now, is that fear or is that discernment? That was Wilson's. He's so silly. I don't know why these people who don't know anything about what they're talking about continue to talk about it, girl. Are you getting what I'm saying to you, Define Monster? Right? People have a choice, honey. If you eventually will find a man somewhere, girl, and in your first argument, he rears back. He don't hit you, but he rears back because he said something you don't like, and he does like this. Is it fear or is it discernment that tells me I need to leave that motherfucker alone? Right? Or do you have to go to the news on your YouTube here, and you see the daily clips, right? Or how many women have actually been murdered by their deranged husbands, right? And then they always ask the same thing. Oh, it was a history of domestic abuse. And they say, why didn't she leave? Why didn't she leave? Why didn't she leave? So the ones who don't leave, right? I would say, yeah, they're afraid of them because they have good reason to be. I just read one story yesterday. What was it about? That black dude went in there and murdered I think he murdered the whole damn family. It happens all the time, it seems like. You need to have enough discernment to say, no, leave those people alone because they are sociopaths and they're crazy. Right? So what you tried to do, because most of your events took place after VS had exited the stage, you trying to replace her now. So you're going to be the baddest bitch in the whole damn town. Badder than old King Kong. And you actually believe that you can force people. I'm gonna make you love me. Ooh, honey, yeah. Yeah. You're going to make people, you think they're going to be fearful of you, right? So you drop their information, and we see that you actually record phone calls. And this last thing you did yesterday, you showed us where you had receipts of phone calls you had saved. People think they have a private conversation with you, but no, you're recording the phone calls to use against them at a later date. You want to show us that Kelly Love liked you at one point? Why wouldn't he like you if you acted right? Why wouldn't he? But the point is, you're saving phone calls. So these people need to be, this is a cautious tale. They need to be aware when they call themselves supporting her. We saw last week, the FYE-MONSTER, how easily you're willing to throw even these people who support you. I'm talking about financially support you. You know, there's only like 5 of them, girl. I see the names that come on there and give you money every day. It's like 5 of them, right? I hope those people are paying attention and seeing how easily you can throw them under the bus and totally flip on them. And as far as their money goes, they can kiss your ass. This is essentially what you were saying. When you went to San Antonio, you told that boy, I got something on you. Does that sound familiar? Didn't we just hear her on the phone telling James, I got something on you? And now you telling the idiot boy, Jay Wilson, you're telling him, I got something on you. And then months later, when you decided it's time for him to go up under the bus, then you reveal footage, recorded video that you've taken of him and held on to it. and you think somebody's supposed to fear you? No, girl. Nobody wants that. What we want is respect. There's a whole different thing, girl. Fear and respect, right? I'm watching you. I'm supporting you because I want to, because I like you, not because I'm afraid of you and what you're going to do to me. That's where you got it all fucked up at, FYE-MONSTER. My love is strong, you see. I know you'll never get tired of me. Oh, baby. Hey, hey. And every minute of the hour, I'm going to shower you with loving and affection. Look out, it's coming in your direction. And I'm gonna make you love me. Ooh, honey, yeah. Yes, I will. Come on and love me. You see, you want people to be attracted to you, the FYE-MONSTER. Nobody wants to be bothered with somebody that they have to be fearful of, right? They have to be fearful because if she gets mad at me, she's gonna make videos, she's gonna make documentaries calling them what would you call him? A snake who called me sis. And she gonna make whole documentaries about your ass, right? Painting you as a lesbian woman. And then months later, now she claiming that she's in a relationship with this other child, Leo, right? And now we see how easily she slips Leo up under the bus as well. So all these relationships seem to climax, girl, when these people either try to get away or, more importantly, when they try to give somebody else money. You see, a lot of people are not making the connection, honey. That's what makes the difference, child. That's why she came up with the idea of the globes and all that. She can sit back and watch you in the chat. You know, I don't care. The moment you give $20, child, she is on your ass, girl, like white on rice. Hi, Internet Granny. Supposedly, she was under investigation for QB touching her child. Another lie. We'll never get the real 411 on all that kind of stuff, child. Yeah, I guess that I didn't never get that story straight about what that boy was accused of. I don't know why. I mean, to be honest, I don't know why a gay man would be interested in a little girl. I don't know why a gay man would be interested in a grown woman or a teenage girl. I mean, it's not something that occurs to any gay man I've ever seen, right? Whatever. They always like to say, oh, all the homosexuals, they child molesters, right? But it got the child have to be at least the right sex, I would think. Anyway, so she spun and covered all that up. I have no idea what that woman did, right? But I know for me, the first break with the FYE-MONSTER, I mean, we all end up back saying the same stuff, but the first break was when she put her child on a bicycle, put that as the thumbnail, and then wrote my name in capital letters, Timothy Blaine. What was it? Jealous of my child or some kind of shit like that. Painting me like I'll be interested in a child of any kind. And then a girl child on top of that. And then I ain't got nothing to do with a child. I said, no. That's when they got to say, no. Stop in the name of sanity before you break my think it over. How everything? Okay. How's the views of you? Connie Bernard? Lovely one. Wow, she avoid. She think everybody. You better be watching what you're saying about Miss VS, right? Because I don't remember her having no problem with fighting with your ass, girl. And I believe if this girl had been banned for 3 years, she got like a 3-year tail. That's just about up, right? First thing she's gonna do is put her name in the goddamn search engine, girl, and find out. Oh. So this bitch keeps bringing me up and bringing me up and bringing me back. So let me go ahead and slice and dice with her, right? Now she got to be, but VS has to be aware when she comes back that when she can't go back to the same way, or they have to throw her ass in jail. You have priors. So whatever, people. Don't nobody want to be bothered with nobody like that, child. If you are a doctor, you need to be by yourself, right? Because why would somebody want to invite you into their life, honey? No, what I'm saying to you is, no, you're not suitable, right, for Discord. You just aren't. Red 2, and Betty White. Repulsive. She is repulsive. Monster. The FYE-MONSTER. Oh, here we go, Mocha Drop. Benji, I ain't talking to that fool. That's another one. That's another one. So she gonna be over here being hungry, whatever, disgusting. That is a disgusting pig as well. So she actually had enough nerve to call my goddamn house, girl. And she's trying to put, yes, you gotta put fear in me. And her big statement, oh, you come reciprocal to white men. Oh, that really shook me up, girl. No, what shook me up is you calling my motherfucking house, punk. So no, I had no interest in him. He already showed me, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And that's what it comes down to, child. That fool has already showed me who he is. All he can motivate me to is violence. That's it. I ain't got nothing else for him. She gonna keep on making it, girl. She gonna try to get me to come up. I ain't bothering that fool. I don't know who raised these goddamn people. What are they? Are they raised in orphanages or something? I don't know, girl. I don't know, but that's another prime example of Mocha Drop. I don't give a goddamn what you say. I don't care how you cut your hair, bitch. If you ever cut it again, I want nothing to do with you. You're not worthy, for one thing, and you're just not acceptable. I just can't see myself dealing with somebody like that. And I gave you the example of when a woman, see, I wish my mother had learned this lesson. The very first time, this usually takes place before the marriage. So I'm saying to you ladies, if this nigga shows you any kind of aggression in that way, physical aggression, because many times they'll delay their violence until after they've hooked you and they married you and you're up in your house with him and all that kind of stuff. And you go, run for your life. The answer is no. You got to slip away as easily as you can, because a lot of them, when you try to get away from them, they're going to kill you, right? So the best thing to do is the moment he raises and pretend like he's going to hit you, get to stepping. Now, what FYE-MONSTER want to call it fear or not, don't make no damn sense. To me, it is discernment. That Jay Wilson thought I was gonna go in there and lay down with a goddamn a double murderer, a homophobic double murderer. I was gonna go in there and lay. That's about to me. He's so stupid. That don't even make any damn sense, girl. Ladies, if you know that there is a child molester on your block, and you know, I'm not saying that these people need to live somewhere, right? But if you know that, are you gonna have that person around your children? You will say, no, honey. Do not go nowhere near that house, right? Is that because you fear? You want to call it fear? Call it whatever the fuck you want to call it, girl. I call it discernment. It don't make no damn sense you have your child around somebody who has already been convicted of child molesting or an interest in children, an unnatural interest in children, girl. So what you saying? Oh, you fear, you scared, you won't take him over there. You won't go over there for the party. Oh, you stupid. It's stupid. My mama used to tell my sisters, girl, you stay away from them fast tail girl. Girl, if I ever catch you down there. Those are the 5 maids in the world, girl. The FYE-MONSTER, don't go over there, girl. Don't go over there with them booger bears, girl. Fast tail. They want to cut you all in your face. Don't go over there. Don't be looking pretty. Viewers of you, that boy is a non-entity. He doesn't exist over here, period. When they show you who they are, if this is the way you come after people, child, with your vicious, nasty mouth, that stunk creature's another one, girl. Stay away from them people. It means you have good sense. Why are you sitting up here using all your energy, girl, trying to fight with somebody who's constantly calling people on you, girl, and constantly saying lies about you and making up shit about you, girl? Why even be bothered with them? They're not suitable for your life. I guess Miss Five Babes, if you was to go down the street, just wow, you just beat up everybody, girl. And that's your strength. You are my strength. What's that? You are my. It's a pretty song. Okay, I call it being smart. Y'all know how to stay away from people who, because there's all kind of ways to hurt you and harm you. Why would you want them in your presence? Why would you even spar with those people? They've already showed you who they are. FYE-MONSTER has already showed you that she is not above calling your aging grandparents, girl, in the nursing home. Right? She's already bragged about calling the police on people. She wants to call the FBI on them. Karate kick. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Huh! Those kids was fast as lightning. Ha! That's the way it was in Capri Greens. Capri Greens. FYE-MONSTER, did you have to put your football helmet on when you go into the elevator, girl? You ready to go, baby? Okay. Put my helmet on, bitch. A girl is born in Hard Time, Mississippi, surrounded by four walls ain't so pretty. Gotta go to school and gotta get up early. Not worthy of my time. That's right. They ain't, honey. You know, there's some people you spar with. Shit, there's one on here. I've made over 100 videos. I can go back and forth only because I'm sure these people are not gonna have the police knocking on my door, girl, trying to take my dog. It is what it is. So she thinks she's the only one smart enough to stand up to her. I would say you probably be the dumbest one be going up against that woman. So what's the point? I mean, what purpose did it serve? Nothing. You didn't accomplish anything with that thing. Only thing that got her arrested, girl, was putting her hands on somebody. And apparently that was somebody else's workings. So any money you spent or any court documents you drew up, none of it meant nothing, girl. So you were struggling trying to get your channel going at that time. I remember saying there was a competition for all these newcomers, right? And I would say, well, FYE-MONSTER's out front, right? She's picking these arguments going to make people look. So what she was actually doing, people say, you ain't going to be in against that girl. She going to say all kind of shit about you. She going to do all kind of stuff about FYE-MONSTER don't care. She want the number, honey. She's trying to get them damn numbers, girl. And so since VS already had a following, that's all it was all about, honey. Let me get in a beef with her, and then people who watch her will watch me. And eventually, I guess the numbers caught on, girl. She beat the other one. She beat them to 1,000 anyway. There's all kind of people who will reveal yourself. That does not mean you are scared of them, girl. I remember even when I was in the drug game, I thought the worst feeling in the world, people that, you give it a little credit, whatever, and you come to get your money, and then they, I said, girl, you ain't, what are you, I don't want nobody to be scared of me, girl. That don't work for me, child. It ain't that big a deal, bro. But they've been abused by so many people out there, girl, who easily hurt you. That is your discernment. Don't deal with those people, honey. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. God can handle it better than you can. Leave it alone. Go away for 2 weeks, girl. You'll see they be in jail. She snuck up on the elevator, girl. I can see her with a football helmet on. Maybe some shoulder pads too, girl. All them motherfuckers she done insulted, girl. Them in the hard streets, baby. On a cold and gray Chicago morning, the ugly little baby child she born in the ghetto. And her mama cried. Because there's one thing that she don't need. It's another little ugly baby to feed in the ghetto. People, don't you understand? That child needed a helping hand. Because she done become an ugly old woman today. Listen, mister, can't you see? Are you too blind to see? Or is it easier to look the other way? That's right. Look the other way. Leave them things alone, child. I missed who you were giving advice to. Who am I giving advice to? Everybody. Everybody. When you people, I think most people have a built-in discernment. They recognize evil, right? But it ain't always that way, honey. So many times, you watch some of these stories that come out of Atlanta, especially lately. These women who done married, hooked up with these damn demons, honey. Soon as they put the ring on their finger, they took possession of them, right? So you have to recognize the signs. Look for the sign. I am not even saying like a lot of religious people, oh, you got to get married, you got to move into the house. You're a virgin till you get married and all. And I always thought that was bullshit, honey. When you get with one of these motherfuckers, you need to know who they are. Know what you're signing up to. So I always believe before you marry somebody, live with them, because you don't know what they like until you live with them, honey. Same thing with these gays. I tell them same goddamn thing, honey. Live with them. Be sure of what you're getting into. You might not even make it out. Ugly baby. Well, you know, FYE-MONSTER, she's a very plain girl. Y'all see the pictures that Kelly Love puts up of her without no makeup or nothing, girl. She was definitely what you would call a booger bear. So she's not a testament to being beautiful. She's a testament to the miracle of makeup and good hair. That's what it comes down to. I mean, she's a prime example of that. What she needs to do is go on a mission to try to get rid of all those pictures of her, honey. She looking like a homie the clown for at least the pictures he presents. And a lot of people use those same pictures, girl. So you can't say that's beautiful. You can say that's good makeup, or that's a better grade of makeup than she was using. Because when they took the original picture of her, she just had some cheap, dollar store pink lips. Didn't have anything to do with her skin tone at all. Just pink lips, and nothing else was there. No eye treatment or nothing like that. So now she's living her life as a glamour girl. Ain't nobody mad at it. Hell, women can do a whole lot more than men can, honey. These men, they gotta just wash their face and make sure their damn face is shaved, and that's it. Not camera ready for damn sure. Just a little bit of lipstick on it. Girl, nobody. She had never even worn no makeup, child. FYE-MONSTER was never a high class hooker, honey. We'll just leave it at that. You have to see those pictures. They use them all the time of her. Go to Kelly Love's page today. He got of her just plain, and that skin, and she just. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that she has learned how to get herself together. I don't know if somebody over there, she has good days and bad days with the makeup. So I don't know if some days she has somebody come over there and do her face. I mean, if maybe somebody lives in the building, they can come over and do her face right before she comes on, that kind of thing. Some days she looks all right, and then many days the shit looks thrown together and it's way too much. Now she got diamonds all in the top of her eyelashes. FYE-MONSTER, whatever their family, I can't say her mom hooked up with an Asian guy or anything like that, right? Because Butter, they look very much alike. He has the same kind of eyes, right? So their eyes are, they're kind of, they say I can't say the word slanted. I don't know why that's a big deal, but their eyes look sort of Asian. Her natural eye looks at her Asian. So when she puts that heavy lash on there, she can't even see. She can't even see, and she put the glasses over top of that girl, and that smashes them into her head. FYE-MONSTER. Don't you have any mirrors, girl? Invest in a good makeup mirror, Miss FYE-MONSTER. Sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes it ain't. She's not a looker. Take all that stuff off of that girl. It just scare you, girl. We used to call them booger bears back in the day. Booger bears. Now I guess she decided to put tattoos all over all them holes in her chest and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the woman got to do it. A woman got to use what she got to get just what she wants. Now there it is, girl over there. I still can't figure out if she's a lesbian woman or not. She still keeps talking about this relationship with the Leo, which Leo has all appearances of being a lesbian woman. But as far as I know, neither one of them claim to be lesbians. So why are you talking about all this love affair about with Leo? Buying her computers, sending her large sums of money, collecting money from your supporters only to send to another woman in another state. I don't know how much interaction you would have with somebody who don't even live in the same state, but you were trying to get that girl to love you. You gonna make her love you. Ooh, And apparently the girl is not going for it because she's gone back over to her own team, honey. And the FYE-MONSTER don't seem to want to let it go, but the Leo going to make her let her go, right? Because, you know, she got a sharp tongue on her too and some anger issues. So if they really get into it, she going to let it go. She going to have to think about another lover, TKO. Whoa. I think she better let it go. Let it go, baby. Let it go, girl. Honey, you have to cut that computer and all them thousands of dollars you gave that girl, and you have to cut it loose, honey. Let it go. Count it off to a bad experience. Of course, she won't admit that it was a bad experience, that she got played. She won't do that. She gonna spin it. Everything's a spin, honey. Oh, I knew that. Oh, I knew that. Look at me. I'm giving away computers. Them people in that chat already saying, well, you did what? Girl, you are our charity case. Now, whether you want to call it a charity case, or whatever you want to call it, but whenever you like in the church, a family's not doing that well, maybe they got a couple of kids, the person is doing the best they can, but it ain't that good. That person, I got some extra sheets, I got some extra bedding, take it over to Miss Myrtle's house. We got some extra food. Listen, I bought my groceries, and I bought a small box for that family, and everybody chips in, you know, takes a village. Everybody chips in. That's a charity case. Now, that ain't saying that person is going to always be a charity case, but for as far as people all chipping in to support her, that person is a charity case. But the FYE-MONSTER don't see it that way. See, somebody has trained her early on that the sign of success is to receive gifts. She encourages gifts, right? Every stitch of clothing on her back is a gift. If she's in there with her lingerie and her panties and all this, everything exposed, girl, that's because someone in the chat has given her those things and they want to see it on her body. I can just see her talking to Leo, the lioness queen. And I'm telling you, I'm not going. You're the best woman I ever had. There's no way I could ever let you go, darling. No way. There's no way. I'm living without you. I'm not living without you. I don't want to be free. I'm saying I'm staying. And you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me. Who love me? Who love me? Love me. Leo say, kick another 1,000 at your ass, girl. You want me to love you, honey? That's right, Connie. Effie, we all got pain. I'm in pain. I ain't feeling so good. Everybody's suffering, girl. Why they got to be sitting over there? You won't even admit you're a charity case, girl. What else are you? If you're the businesswoman, I would think that you wouldn't have to have people donate clothes to you. Some people be embarrassed. Not the FYE-MONSTER. That performance is, I want to go see that performance again. That was really one performance, wasn't it? Jennifer Holiday? Yeah, Jennifer Holiday. Was it Jennifer Holiday? Jennifer Hudson? Jennifer Holiday. whatever. I'm telling you, it even made it onto the charts, baby. That's unusual for a play. How y'all doing today? It's hot in California. Lord have mercy. Last 3 days, I'm sitting here, it's hot. I don't open the window because that damn train is rolling, I think, on Saturday. All right, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting us know about your playlist. Oh, you loving it? The playlist, y'all. Y'all watch the Jay Wilson playlist, right? I will show you something. Okay. So people who are concerned about their situation with that damn FYE-MONSTER, let me tell you something. Hold on. I'm going over here to Timothy Blaine page. I'm going over here to playlist. I'm going over here to Passer. Let me see. Where's the one to say Passer? Where you at, Passer? The one that says Passer. I have made 126 videos addressing Jay Wilson, right? And here's where it all started, honey. Here's where it all started, in case y'all concerned. Hold on. Hey. Okay. So the first video I ever made about Jay Wilson, I was not liking him for several months. Looking in there, recognizing that my name was in damn near every one of his videos, every one of his, most of his titles, right? And I realized I had been used, and I resented that boy for praying over me because I didn't think of him as a sincere person. But the first time I made a video about him, did I give you dates? It was called Kissing the Devil for $25. That was the scandal between FYE Babe versus Jay Wilson, right? And then as you can see how this thing escalates. The second video was called Enough is Enough by Jay Wilson. This is when I'm separating from him. That's on the second video I made about him, right? Enough is Enough by Jay Wilson. The next one, on right, I said by, I'm supposed to leave him alone right there, right? It says on writing, fix it, Jay Wilson. I was giving him the same advice that I give myself, right? When I recently released my book, I had it edited by machines. The first time I tried that, apparently it was disastrous. People said there were errors in there. I didn't catch them because I'm the one put them in there, right? So what I did was, immediately when I found out there were errors in the book, I took the book down off of Amazon and any place where it was being sold. I made the corrections out of my own pocket. I went and had it done correctly, right? And then I put it back up. I think it was something like 2 weeks they took to have a professional editor do it out of my own pocket. That's what I was suggesting for him, because my idea was, if you're going to have a book up anywhere and it's going to represent you as being a clown, a fool, if you have 27 errors in the first paragraph, sometimes I say page, but the first paragraph, that's not going to look good for you, because 10 years from now, if someone were to read that book, and this is supposed to be a book leading you into college, that's not saying a whole lot for the author, right? So even if you don't make money, think about money, even though you don't make no money on it, girl, you need to, if you're going to have your name on it, it needs to be correct out in the world. And I don't know how you ever use that to advance yourself. You can't say I published this or I published that, because the books are basically embarrassments. Because a lot of people have talked about the first paragraph, but I don't know if anybody actually read that thing. If it's got that many in the first paragraph, you can imagine. Anyway, so I took offense and I tried to help that boy at that point. So that one was called Fix It, Jay Wilson. I'm going to give you the first 5 or 6. Okay. So Jay Wilson has my name in his mouth again. That's the next video. So Jay Wilson has my name in his mouth again. When I told him enough is enough, I asked him not to be putting my name in his titles or talking about me on his channel, right? So I see he has my name in his mouth again. That was the name of the title. The next one was called Money, 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 when a person becomes obsessed, right? So by this time I'm on a roll now. It's all about Jay Wilson. But the changing moment was when I made a video called Jay Wilson, You Want to Play. This made it official. Where should we start? Get my light right. Hey, Mr. Wilson. Famous words by Dennis the Menace.
About dealing with a different old crotchety bastard.
Okay. So then that same day or the next day, I said, the next one was called Jay Wilson, This Is Your Night. Enjoy. Now, to this date, those have been my highest viewed videos. This one called Jay Wilson, You Want to Play has received 27,000 views, right? And that other classic was 15,300 views, right? So those are my best sellers. So that's what happened, honey. Of course, we could go through the videos, but we don't have hours and hours to spend on no Jay Wilson. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Is it Inet 75? Okay, thank you. I wrote it before he wrote it. Wait a minute, you knew I was going to sing that? What you want? I was going. Jennifer Holiday. Is Jennifer Holiday or Jennifer Hudson? That's Jennifer Holiday, right? Okay. I wrote it out before he got to it. Okay. Lord have mercy. After she wake up, knockout. Wait a minute. Yep. After she wake up from that knockout, girl, who done knocked her out? Oh Lord. I would be singing all the oldies. Her nose is eroded. Oh Lord, she ain't pulling the Michael Jackson on this, is she? I think she cheated. See, she did have something done. She said she had a back tooth fixed, right? I don't believe that. I think she had something done to them titties. Either that work was done with a good bra. Somebody told her, girl, don't be out there buying them $10 bras, girl. Invest in a good bra. So your breast. Ever since they told her that, girl, she every video she got them pushed up, girl, all up in your face, honey. Excuse me, I like men's. But of course, she's not a lesbian. Girl, please. She said it before I sung it. Which one? That song? And I'm telling you. Yes, we would have a good time if we hung out. What else is going on? Let me see. You listen to the Pastor playlist too, Kenitha? Oh, Kenitha Russell? Oh, okay. I got to start promoting the playlist. The greatest hits, honey. Where's that girl? Billie Jean, Not My Love. Billie Jean, Not My Love. You have my permission, girl. Get me a good, when she mixes them, so I can see. Get my greatest hits together, girl. We're going to do a greatest hits album, honey. When you're sitting in the dark, yes, that's what those two, Connie Bernard. Those two are still my favorite. That's when I first went off on him, child. I first went off. I think I got him right because when I talk about him now, really, it ain't saying nothing different that I said in those two videos. In the dark, baby. Doing it in the dark. Doing it in the park. Oh, yeah. Grubseat Park. Sang the Holiday sang the original. Okay. Hudson did it too. I love Jennifer Hudson, her voice. I like it when she says a chain, oh, chain has come over me. I can never tell. That song is so sad when she sings it. She sings it in this kind of smallish church, but I didn't know if that was after that dude killed her family or was that before that happened, because it seemed like she was singing to that situation. It was so emotional. Brilliant woman. He changed my life, and now I'm free. He washed away all my tears, and he made me whole. I like the music better than I like the preaching. I do. Just telling people what we're doing is we're identifying or we're agreeing with the person in the song when he says he changed my life and now I'm free. Gorgeous. When you were imitating Jay Wilson, and he just keep on singing, girl. When somebody tell that motherfucker he can't sing, that's what it like. That's what it like. Like he just jumping on me, doing his thing. Oh, cheap ass motherfucker. Now he out on the trip. I guess she had a death in the family or something, so she had to go back to Florida somewhere. And I forget where she went. And then she already talking about, oh, I just wanted to drive. I just wanted to have you a goddamn like cheap ass motherfucker. You work for the airlines all that time, and you don't even get a discount to fly that short distance, girl. You drove because you ain't got no money to pay. You're too cheap to pay for the goddamn rental car when you get there, and you're too cheap to pay for the tickets. Collecting all these millions of dollars you collect, girl, and you can't even buy a plane ticket. Who in the hell wants to go on a weekend trip, 2-day trip, and you driving one of the whole days? You driving a day and a half all together. What the fuck? A chipmunk get a house in Texas. You're right. That is my classic, Connie Bernard. Maybe I should do an album. You know, people can do albums. They can do a greatest hits. It'd be a beef sector first, study. I got to finish this book I'm working on first. We got to get some more thought to that, child. That thing has shit a turd, honey. She have a fit because she wouldn't get a dime, baby. Jay Wilson singing. I wouldn't be claiming no master's degree in it. I tell you that goddamn much. If you want to hum along with the music, go ahead and hum along, child. But I don't know. I'll be telling people I got a master's degree in singing and come out there give them that. Can you imagine you sitting up there? You know how they go when they have guest singers in a church and they'll tell you their acclimates or whatever. He was the choir director for this. He was a choir director. He possesses 5 degrees in this and 3 degrees in that and 8 degrees in that. And then he gets up to the microphone. I can just see the whole mother's board girl grabbing their purse. Excuse me. This is ridiculous. 50-something years old girl he still ain't hitting no music department. You would think by now you would have a job as a music director or something, girl. You just do guest shots. Every time they hear you open your mouth, that's the last time they invite you back, child. So you can come over here and brag about, oh, I got 500 from that. I got 5. Why you gotta keep getting different jobs, girl? Ain't none of them said, oh, you are so good, Mr. Pastor Wilson. We would like to invite you to be our minister of music. Never happened in 50 years. A damn shame is what it is. What's wrong with you if you don't like my singing? Oh, they can all see it. Kenita Russell. The playlist, they can see it, baby. Just go over there to that channel. Everything's free. Nobody's ever done that though. I wish they can accumulate. People have done little videos. But what if somebody just went to their playlist, girl, and just got all of their greatest hits, honey? That may make a great album. I hope it's warming up. I guess it's warming up here. It was cloudy though. It's cloudy. It's hot. 3 to 4 days in a row in the middle of the winter, you know. You are okay. Let me see. Doing it in the park. You like that song? Doing it after dark. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Give it up. Ain't no use. I couldn't help myself if I wanted to. I'm caught up, no doubt. I'm so in love with you. For me, there's no way out. Cause deeper and deeper in love with you, I'm falling. Yeah. What's that brother's name? I forget. Brains freeze. Rock Creek Park. Oh yeah, Rock Creek Park. Doing it in the dark. Doing it and they used to arrest our ass for being in the park. Rock Creek Park. Oh yeah. Barry White. That was the first celebrity. I know I say the same shit over again. If you listen long enough, you hear the same stuff. That was the first celebrity I saw in Hollywood, though. He was on the phone right in front of Capitol Records. I was walking by. I was staying with someone a block away from Capitol Records, and he was there on the phone, right outside his Lincoln. He had one of them 73 Lincoln Continentals. Mm-hmm. Singing the classics. It's funny about music, though. Music stay with you, child. I think people remember the music from their youth, particularly from their teens. That's when most people. That's who most sales go to. Teenagers, right? But even when you're old, that same music is still relevant to you. I couldn't sing you 3 songs from current times, but those songs are going to be classic to this generation, right? It is what it is, honey. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Your weed days. What y'all? I didn't know if you had the weed days. Heinous Point. Oh, you was. Oh, okay. Driving them stinking Lincoln. Y'all notice that he's very evasive when anybody asks him about that damn car now, right? He came on like he had just bought him a new Volvo. But anytime somebody asks him about the Volvo, was that rented by Uber? Is that leased to you from Uber? Anything about that car, he always switches the conversation. He's a master of that, child. Just answer the damn question. Is this car associated with your job? Are you leasing it through or from Uber? Because Uber does do that. They have fleets of cars. You want to drive, but you ain't got no car, they'll lease you a car or whatever their arrangement is with you. He won't answer the question. Mm-hmm. Won't answer none of my questions. I asked him, when was the first time you bent it over, baby? Hey, now your business. Why not answer questions? My point is, girl, it's anything our business. You got to put your feet in everything we do, say, and think, honey. Everywhere we live, everything we lay down on, you got to comment about everything about our lives. So I'm just asking you a question about your life. Can I do that? Can we just spend a few minutes talking about the trailer? If you see me walking down, it's for you, internet granny. If you see me walking down the street and I start to, each time we meet, walk on by. Walk on by. It is why. Da, 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 da. I remember them songs, baby. Yes, indeed. By the time I get to Phoenix, she'll be rising. I don't know why he switched over to acting, because he had a very unique voice. I liked his music. Black Moses. He sold the car. What happened? He sold the car to finance his new mic. He want everybody to see that damn microphone. You didn't buy it, nigga. You con them people out that microphone. And what about this damn last Cash App Palooza you tried to sneak in a couple of days ago? You going to address that? I didn't do nothing. Why you take the videos down? Why'd you take down all the evidence of people giving you money then, child? Let me see if I can try to unravel this Cash App Palooza. He's saying that every time you send me, I'm just saying him as me. Every time you send me money, I'm going to call out your name and put you in the thing, right? So somebody can give you money, right? But the thing they're missing is you first have to give him money. So he's involved in every deal because he's not going to call you out until you give him money. That's why the government decided this is a scam. This is a YouTube internet scam, right? And he tried to sneak one in last week. We caught his ass. Mm-hmm. Who is the man that will risk his neck for brother man? Shaft. Damn straight. That cat Shaft, he's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. But I'm talking about Shaft, and he can dig it. He's a complicated man, but nobody sass him but his woman, John Shaft. That new Shaft wasn't too bad either. I just saw that last week. You know, with these youngsters, they changed the whole script. So that's on, I believe it's still on YouTube. I think I saw it on YouTube. If not, it's on Netflix. But it wasn't that bad. A lot of these remakes, they be kind of tired because they're trying to duplicate and use the same lingo and all that kind of same dialect. But no, they modernized it. It was pretty good. Surprised me. Damn straight. Freddy's dead. Do 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 do. That's what I said. Do 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 do. And his hope was a rope, and you should have known. We all filled up with progress, but sometimes I must confess we can deal with rockets and dreams, but reality seems. What does it mean? Ain't nothing said because Freddy is dead. Samuel Jackson plays Shaft. Okay. Am I thinking about the remake of Shaft, or I'm speaking about the remake of, although Samuel Jackson, he's a great actor, so that's probably good too. And I think I did see that one, but what I was talking about was the remake of Superfly. That's totally different from the original. That was the movie in its day, but now, I mean, it all seems kind of silly. The whole, pretty much all movies look like that. If they're too old, they don't seem all that good. But it was the shit when it came out. That was my first job, the Uptown Theater in Indianapolis, Indiana, and they had Superfly. First, they had Lady Sings the Blues, played for 16 weeks. That was unusual for Uptown Theater. And right after that, they had Superfly. I'm your mama, your daddy, that nigga in the alley. I'm your doctor when you need him. Want some coke, got some weed. You know me, I'm your boy, your main boy. I'm your pusher. I'm your pusher. Dun, 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 dun. At that time, I thought the scariest thing in the world would be to get on drugs. How could I ever dream that something like that would happen to me? It can't happen, people. Cornbread Earl and me. Who is Cornbread Earl? I just named one of my characters Neckbone. I guess Neckbone from the country. But he's in the rap game now. Did I watch the new Dynamite? Yeah, I watched Dolomite. Eddie Murphy. I enjoyed that too. History in there, child. The sanctified monkey. It was a signified monkey, or was he sanctified? I think he was signified. Larry Fishburne. Is that the one who did Superfly? No, I don't know what movie that was, but no, this Superfly was played by this youngster. Oh, Fishburne, he played the older guy, I think. Signified monkey. Dolomite's my name. Breaking holes is my game. All them old time players. Let me see. Let me see one of my favorite songs. I like the movie Claudine. I like Claudine. They just keep on saying, and I'm a lazy woman. Don't love my children. I must divorce him, cut all ties with him. It's a hard sacrifice, not being able to love a man. But society has given me no choice but to silence my voice if I'm going to stay on the welfare. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm trying to prove my equal rights. Claudine, how many she has? 6 or 9 kids? Claudine, she was a woman struggling. She's trying to stay on the welfare because she got 9 kids to support. She got food to put on the table. She got to keep a roof over her head. But she done messed around and fell in love with this garbage man, right? Garbage man looking at all them kids, all that responsibility, right? But of course, it's a movie, so it's going to be wonderful at the end. James Earl Jones. They had a good song in there too called, I think it was called Invisible. One of her children wanted to be invisible. Claudine was the stuff, man. Diane Carroll. That was the first time Diane Carroll stepped off her throne and played a poor woman. She always used to play the glamour girls. Coffee and Bingo Long with Richard Pryor. I don't think I've seen Coffee with Bingo Long. I remember Richard Pryor in Lady Sings the Blues. Piano man, piano man, piano man, piano man. Piano man, Richard Pryor had OD'd and died. She was strung out on heroin too. It was good. It was a great movie. It played for 16 weeks. I had to work every 3-4 times a week, so I saw it a lot. I knew all of them. Not only the dialogue, but also the songs in there. Mm-hmm. Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love. We'll build a little home just meant for two. I fell in love with you the first time I looked into them there eyes, because you got a certain little cute way of flirting with them there eyes. They make me feel so happy. They make me feel so. I'm falling and stalling. Up in Harlem is Saturday night. Give me a pig foot and a bottle of beer. Move me, because I don't care. Claudine had 6 kids. Girl, that's a lot of responsibility, honey. On and on. Hey, how can I? I'll weigh you down. But you see, I'm so afraid. Don't break my heart the way that so many others do. So could I feel love is real? Gone and gone. Your love is gone, hugging and kissing, on and on, kicking and breathing, on and on. Tears I fear, whatever you're near, sticking like glue, got me loving you, on and on, ow, on and on. Now I haven't sang that song in 30 years, y'all. You gotta be forgiving. Getting with the kissing. Hugging and loving, sticking like glue, and got me loving you, on and on. Hey, hey, hey. That's my music lover, Chet Perry. Mm-hmm. That man loves music. Do you remember the song about him being the little kid that wanted to be invisible? Views of you. Wait a minute. She said, viewers of you is having an honest moment here. She says, see, he knows the words to the song, but can't carry a damn tune. Just like me. Well, baby, we ain't charging nobody here for us to sing. We just sing. Ooh, remember that song, Connie Bernard. Let her cry, for she's a lady. Let her dream, for she is a child. Let the rain fall down up on her. She's a sweet and gentle flower growing wild. And if by chance I should catch her, let me hold her for a time. 'Cause if allowed just one possession, I would pick her from the garden to be mine. Hey, baby. You didn't think I had that one, huh, Connie? New birth, baby. Papa's got a brand new bag. You got a jerk just like that. Jay Brown didn't have a lot of songs, did he? I mean, a lot of lyrics. A lot of it was moaning and groaning, honey. Girl over there with my hot pants on, she can do the funky Broadway all night long. This is the man's world. This is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a sweet woman or a girl. Man makes the car. Mm-hmm. See, I'm already over time. Let me see if I can go and do my. This song, a lot of people didn't hear it, but I think it's from Black Caesar, right? And it was James Brown singing. Okay, it was from, I think it was Black Caesar. Mama's dead. Her troubles are over. The pain is gone. I wish I could have made her proud to call me son, 'cause I loved her much more than I show. Much more than I show that I loved her. No one to cry, no one to sit by the bedside, no one to pull a cover over my head at night, no one to say, son, everything will be all right. My mama's dead. I loved it. I was a little kid. Popcorn. Y'all got to sing me some lyrics to the Popcorn, James Brown. I'll go crazy by. I'll go crazy. I don't remember that. I remember that I can dig wheeling, I can dig dealing, but I can't dig that damn squealing. Oh no, I'm ready for the big payback. Yeah, the big payback. There it is. I don't know. That's when I was a little bitty boy. We used to see James Brown for 99 cents, all the kids. Of course, they realized that the parents would have to come to bring the kids, so they could sacrifice on the kids' tickets. Please, 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 please don't go. Please, 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 please don't go. I love you so. Try me, try me, try me. Like I said, there wasn't a lot of words in there. I don't remember. I know I saw, what was I looking at? It was Michael Jackson. And I know I was watching it. I was on Amazon Prime. You know, they have videos on there. And I was watching Motown. It was a story about Berry Gordy and Motown. It starred Berry Gordy telling the story and Smokey Robinson, right? And they showed a clip when the Jackson 5 first auditioned for Motown, and Michael Jackson, he didn't have his own moves then. He did an exact replication of James Brown. It was so cute to watch. That he was 9 years old now. He was doing all the steps of James Brown, right? Even with the cape and everything. It was adorable. But that really was the person who influenced him the most. He had every step. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the cape came on when he's saying, please, please, please don't. And then he kicked them legs, them feet start moving, honey. Mm-mm. Mm. All right, people. Let me get on to my Saturday. I don't know what I'm going to do today. I don't know, but I'm going to get out of this house. It's burning up in here. Y'all have a nice Saturday. Yeah, Prince was influenced by him as well. You're right, Rochelle. Y'all get on and enjoy y'all Saturday. Okay? I'm out of here. Later.